So I'm in this puzzle jag right now, and I find it so meditative and it helps me unwind after a long day. But it made me think about the Sober Life Rocks logo is a puzzle piece. And the reason why is that Laura, my co-founder, really felt like when she got sober, it was the missing puzzle in putting her life back together again. And on my podcast, I end up talking with so many people who seem to have it all together and yet were quietly drinking or doing drugs or whatever the thing was as a way to cope with all of the stress. And then when they get sober, the stress is still there. And we have to find some replacement for that, some way to address our stress, some way to heal from the things that got us there in the first place. And so for some people it's exercise, for some people it's meditation, for me it's things like puzzles, or many of them a watercolor painter or gardening. And I just got off this podcast with Lauren Faye, who she was just so authentic and so vulnerable and told the stories of some of her darkest times. And listening to her talk about the choices that we get to have once we get sober and the things that she has leaned into in order to make her life more fulfilling. And what was really cool was we got into this conversation about, for those of us who have overcome an addiction, whether it's to alcohol or drugs or whatever the thing is, we've done the hard work. We have figured out where this puzzle piece goes and how to recreate our lives in some exciting, cool ways, to the point where some people look at us and they're jealous. They're like, how did you do all that? And we're like, well, we had to. But this podcast is a really good one. And I know I say that all the time, but I'm on such a high because Lauren was amazing. I hope you'll join and listen.